done. I think I'm gonna need, whoa, need mucklucks. Now, Ma, can you slow down? There's a corner coming up here.
Well, you told me we were supposed to get there by noon.
Greetings, classic camper base camp friends. We made it here to this campground at Eau Claire Dells, and this is actually the last campground we stayed in at the end of the season. Actually, this exact same spot too. So yeah, it's a nice spot, and the leaves are just barely coming out now, and the great thing is there's no bugs that I could tell, no skeeters or gnats or anything yet, so that's always good. That's why we like to get out early if we can. So in this campground, or this particular spot, the restrooms are right next door, and that's handy for us since we don't have a restroom in our camper. Over here we have a fire pit with a grate, and of course the standard picnic table. So there's usually a lot of deadfall in the forest, so you can buy firewood here, and that's just back over this direction where that is. But we usually don't have to, because we can scavenge through the woods for that. Now, one thing I like to see is the trilliums coming out, and you can see there's some here. A beautiful white flower for spring. Always enjoy that. Well, I turned on the buddy heater, warming the place up for the lovely and talented wife. She's sitting in the van waiting for it to warm up in here. It's a little bit chilly today. I think the high was getting up around 65. So then you can come over here and check out the refrigerator. I had to put a different one in because the other one went haywire on me. So yeah, this one's a lot bigger, And we still have a lot of space in there. Of course, we only have food for one night tonight, so it didn't take up much space. But there's plenty of room in there for longer periods for sure. Tonight we're going to have steak. That's thawing out. And we have some, for tomorrow, we have some applewood smoked bacon. That's always great. Have a nice breakfast. So that's what we're looking forward to. We'll get some, already baked up some potatoes, so we just have to heat them up. And we'll get them all fixed up with sour cream and fresh chives and butter and so forth. Well, we got our fire going, so we'll be having some steaks here pretty quick. So looking forward to that. Now what we're going to do is get these potatoes wrapped up in foil. Go on the fire. I think I get 2 out of this. I do recommend a heavy-duty Reynolds wrap for this. They do have very thin aluminum foil. It doesn't work all that well, I found out. Stick these right down in the coals of the fire, and it won't take long. They're smaller potatoes, so they'll be done in no time. Just need to heat them up because we already baked them at home. That makes things a little easier.
The beautiful wife.
And then the lovely and talented wife will be able to enjoy a nice meal. She's right next door here. She's a little camera shy, so we won't show her. We'll be kind to her. Okay, that's ready to go. So, can you help me with this big old heavy grate? No, we have to go even. Come back with her. There we go. Alright, that should do. Put a little salt and pepper on this. And that's going to be all. We didn't bring any fancy seasonings or anything like that, so let's see if we can flip these over. I shouldn't say these, but it will be these because we'll cut this in half when we're done. I think I'm going to need... Whoa! Yeah, that's looking good. She's a little stuck on there, but she's good. Ow! I hope you like our antics. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat. Got some fresh chives from our garden, and we're all set. Anointed with butter. Life is good. Okay, let's get some breakfast going here. Let's see if we can get this started. There we go. She started up good. Get that big old pan on there. And we'll get some bacon going in there. First of all, how many slices do you want, dear?
I don't know, 2.
2? Well, that should be enough then. We will cook that up and get some bacon grease to cook the potatoes and the eggs in, and we'll get some more butter on that. Everything will be good. And I've already got my coffee going, so I'm glad of that. It's a nice morning. It rained last night quite a bit. There's nothing but water around out in the forest land out there, so you can't collect any wood this morning out there for sure. Need mucklucks. Like that word, muckluck. So anyway, I don't know if we'll even have a fire today or not. We'll see. But it's going to be supposed to be up in the 70s today, so that's going to be a really nice day. Okay, we'll cut up some of these pre-cooked potatoes. We'll make hash browns out of them this morning. And I love these giant cast iron skillets. You can cook your whole breakfast right in there at the same time. And I think I picked this one up at Walmart for about 10 bucks. That's cheap. Thought it was a great deal. Works great. So now we'll get some eggs going. And these are kind of special eggs. They come from Holly's Hens. And Holly is my granddaughter. She's 10 years old, so she sells us eggs. And we're happy to buy them because they're good eggs. So it looks like we're about done. I'm going to put a few more chives, fresh chives, on there. And the eggs, and everything's all cooked right there in the pan. See back behind me the trail to the campground, and then as we come over here you can see the entrance to the beach too. We'll go over there and take a look at that as well. And over this way you can see a nice shelter for groups. Nice kind of park area. There's also a dam back further. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But here's the beach area. Now we like to do kayaking on the Eau Claire River. It's actually kind of a slow stream coming down, slow flow, so it's actually pretty easy to go quite a ways upstream in a kayak. So we do that. There's a spot where you can't really get past up there. There's some big rocks and kind of some rapids there, but you can go quite a ways up. So this is the dam area. And there are some really beautiful trails in this park area of the Eau Claire Dells. Trail going off that way too. well as along the river. And you can see the bridge back in the background. Well, friends, I'd like to invite you to stick around for part 2, and you'll be able to see the main attraction along the Eau Claire River. And it's a very beautiful area, and I think you'll really love it.